Well, hey guys, back again. You just caught me finishing work. I just realised, obviously I haven't properly introduced you to my new bike here. So there she is. The old ZX4 RR. Isn't she pretty? I've had her for, just a little over a month now, and we're past the break-in period, well and truly now. Of which I did a bit of a hard break-in. I tried not to red line it, obviously, but other than that, I'd seen so many videos on this kind of topic, and I wasn't convinced. It's a modern bike, modern engine, everything else. You don't really need to break them in or soft break in like you usually do, even though it does recommend it in the manual, but I think they're just covering their asses. A few modifications since picking it up. Lots of frame sliders there. Mounting point for the X3, which I'm holding now. Got the old stem mounted quad lock, and managed to install USB charging, so that's absolutely essential. What else we got? Tank protector in the center there. I need to get the tail tidy next, for sure. And, the big one is the exhaust. Now you're thinking, obviously that's a stock exhaust, but no, it isn't. It's a replica. So it's a little cheaper than your regular sort of short and stubby thing, but in a lot of places, obviously, especially in China here, modifications to motorbikes, especially with the exhaust, is illegal. So this is a bit louder, although I have to admit it's quite a bit louder. I'll start the bike in a second, cold start, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite as loud. There's a girl that rides one of these here, Chinese girl, Kawasaki girl we call her. You might have seen her in some of the YouTube shorts that I have, especially on my son's channel. She's got the same bike, same exhaust, and it was listening to her exhaust which convinced me to get this. It's supposed to be the same, but I got so paranoid thinking it was too loud. I sort of managed to get over to where she was. We put the bikes side by side, and I'm reading about 5 decibels higher than hers. So I don't know, there's a couple of explanations. One is sort of manufacturing tolerances, although 5 decibels is quite significant. But the vendor, the manufacturer, was saying that give it a few months. It needs to get sort of settled in. The carbonization on the inside of the exhaust, the wadding and the packing needs to mature a little bit. So I don't know if that's just bullshit or what have you. But anyway, I don't want to get busted. So I'm hoping it will tamp down a little bit. She's had her bike and exhaust for 6 months, so since September last year, something like that. So another couple of months, as long as I don't get busted, I should be all right. Okay, well, let's get us started then. Let's stick you on the mounting point here. Right, let's warm her up. What's the weather like today? It's I think it's about 16 degrees at the moment. 18. Okay. So as you can hear, I mean, it's cold, so it's gonna be screaming at me for a minute, but once it settles down, it's relatively okay. Oh my god. Well, anyway, what a fantastic bike this is. I mean, she's a bit expensive. I did test ride the bog standard 400, the new 500 as well. 400 I thought too small. I mean, if you're 5'6", preferably a female, then it's perfect, especially as a starter bike. But for me, just over 6 foot, and it just felt too cramped. And also felt like a toy. I mean, it's a great little bike to flick around, but and well, so is this one, but it just didn't feel serious enough for me. 500 is an improvement, even though it's only got 450cc. I don't know why Kawasaki call it a 500. It's got some of the bells and whistles on it, keyless ignition, etc. You know, TFT again, but not really. Well, I test rode this one, the ZX4, before I tried the 500, and the 500 just felt, although an improvement over the 400, just felt like a bucket of bolts. I mean, it is half the price. I mean, this is ridiculous for you don't get much bang for your buck. I mean, people were saying, well, you need to get the 600, it's only a few thousand more. But I was, you know, this is expensive enough. I know it's literally just a few thousand more, but that's still a few thousand. Besides, there is another reason. I can use the full range of gears on this bike, and she does go to 16,000 RPM, which is fantastic. My kind of riding, commuting, going into the mountain on occasion, on the twisties and things like that. I think the 600, you know, I barely get out third gear on this thing, fourth gear, I suppose. On a 600 ZX6, just not going to be able to use the bike in the way it was designed to. I'm never going to go on track, etc., but I'm just too old. I think I'm too old for this one, to be honest, but she does sound good now. Oh. Thank you. Jesus Christ, dude. That's me not looking properly. Yeah, as you've heard me say many times before, driving a car is ridiculously dangerous. But motorbike, you really are suicidal in this city anyway. Mind you, I have travelled around China quite a bit, and to be honest, it doesn't matter where you go. The drivers they're all insane. Most of them have bought their licenses, as you've heard me say once or twice before, and that's no joke. Especially sort of middle-aged, around about my age.
I mean, you can't really get away with that sort of thing anymore. The blip shift is beautiful. You've got to be doing the right revs. I mean, they say 2,500 revs before you can use quick shift up or down, but it's a bit clunky if you do it at that level. You need to be on you need to be doing about 6,000, I reckon, for it to be in any way smooth. This road is absolutely ridiculous. Potholes are a major issue. It seems that they've repaired a few. It's such a patchwork quilt. It's just bumpy. Managed to get the front suspension dialed in now. It's only preload. Did the old zip tie trick, and I think I've got it just about right now. She's, I tell you what, she's a bit thirsty, this bike. God, I suppose it depends how you ride it, but fortunately fuel is cheap. Literally empty dry tank, the 100 yuan, which is about £10 back home in the UK, but so it's pretty cheap anyway, so it's not a big deal. So, yeah, Joshua's just bought another bike, actually, more of a sort of off-road scramble. I think it's 250. So he was playing around on that yesterday. Broke down. The gear shifter came away from the shift arm. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology there, but fortunately we were just able to screw it back on again and lock down the locking nuts, so that was all right. About half an hour later the clutch went. It's just a clutch cable adjustment. So this brand new Chinese bike, I mean, you didn't pay much for it, but you certainly get what you pay for up here. In fairness, he just wants to use it to practice his wheelies. I didn't think, it's just a lunatic. I mean, he's only 27, I suppose. I'd probably be doing the same thing. Oh yes, I think I finally managed to solve the audio issue for a lot of these kind of videos that I'm doing. Eventually went out and bought a DJI Mic 2, just the standalone version, and I, like many other people, got duped into thinking you can get the 32-bit float audio quality. So especially for motorcyclists where the mic is right up close to your mouth, it just keeps peaking all the time, in 24-bit obviously. But with the what the fuck is this guy? Jesus fucking Christ, did you see the fucking pothole which I just missed? You see that asshole? We wanted to turn right. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? DJI Mic 2, yeah, so so if you buy a standalone unit, because I'm thinking, well, what do I want the receiver for? I'm not really interested in playing around with all the settings and stuff. However, as it turns out, the 32-bit audio quality is not set by default. And I thought, well, okay, there must be a way of changing it. There must be an app or some sort of software solution. But no, there isn't. The cheeky bastards make you buy another very expensive device in order to access all the settings on the microphone. So I did a bit of digging. I thought, there's no way I'm going to bloody buy a receiver. But as it turns out, all you need to do is just find a friend or just someone else with a DJI action camera 4 or above, or one of these Osmo 3s, or another receiver, right? Someone who else has bought the whole set. And you can set it and forget it. So that's what I did. Managed to connect to one of my students' cameras. I was lucky enough to find someone who had one. And turn on 32-bit. Turn off, what's it called, low cut. Make the audio a little bit clearer. I couldn't find any gain control, because I thought, I did hear people saying they had to turn the gain down on the microphone to like -10 or 11. So the DJI Camera 4, obviously, I don't know whether he'd got the latest firmware update or something, but it wasn't available. Anyway, I didn't need it after all, so I've left the gain at its default level, which is 0, I suppose. And tested out the mic just with the 32-bit enabled and low cut off, which is not super essential, and it works beautifully. I mean, it does. Well, I say it clips. You just in post bring the volume down. I think I'm using Audacity, which is just good enough. Adding a couple of EQ settings as well, just to get it sounding less flat, but it's perfect. Alright guys, well I think, I don't know, I think that's about it really. Well, if you've got this far in the video, thanks very much, but I'll get you some, next one I do, we go into the mountains fairly often, get some decent footage of that, and the fantastic sound that this bike makes when it's screaming at 16,000 RPM, which I can't do in the city. I will get thrown in jail. Anyway guys, okay, take it easy, see you in the next one. Bye bye.